You know, in psychology, we have this Johari window. There is one window that you do not know yourself, but others know. There is another window that you know yourself, but others do not know. There is another window others do not know and you do not know. But I want to think of that window where you do not know, but others know your potentials. You notice that actually all of us, we all have good qualities. The qualities actually are neutral in life, but how are you going to use them? And so, what does it take to use the potentials, the charisms of a person, any person, and to help them to use them for good? Because it's a double-edged sword. Talents, skills, knowledge, all these are double-edged sword. We have many intelligent people who use their knowledge for wrong purpose. It's a double-edged sword. So how are we going to use them will determine whether we find happiness or not. So how do we transform people with talents, especially young people today? We see young people, they have so much talents, but they're using it for themselves. They're using it sometimes for wrongful purpose. You look at all those social media, they have so much ideas, so much creativity, but they use it for selfish purpose, for destructive purpose. So how do we transform a person? In order to transform a person, you need to have a shift in horizon. But how do we change the horizon of a person where the person has already been going this way? How do you change direction? You have to stop the train. How do you stop the train? When something strange happened. It could be something positive. It could be a religious encounter with God. Just like those people who have deep religious experience of God, their life changed. And God touches us in so many different ways. But sometimes the conversion experience comes about also because of a negative encounter. And so for some people, when they have a sickness or their business collapse, and they realize they're not so powerful, not so great after all, and they turn to God. So you need to have a change of horizon, and God gives us that grace. And this is what we need to help our young people, how to change their mindset, how to give them that fundamental shift. They need some experience, they need some encounter. And so we can lead a young person to God, of course through religious retreat and so on. But sometimes when the young person is down and out, that's the time you should reach out to that person. Because that person is receptive. Because the person has come to aware of his finitude. That's the time when we can talk to the person and can lead the person to see life more holistically and realistically. But that is not all. Once that is done, there is one last thing to be done. What is the last thing? We are called to mentor, we are called to form patiently. So you cannot form great leaders without good mentorship. But mentorship requires time. But that is what and how we form new leaders, great leaders. So we tell the young people, go out to the whole world. We give them a big mission. You can do wonders. You can transform life. You can empower people. You can change lives. They need to see the fullness of life. And you tell them, look, ahead of you, there is so much you can do for this world, for humanity. Then they will be willing to move forward. You must let them know that they can really make a big difference to the lives of many people. When you make a difference in the lives of many, you will find great fulfillment.